got to go, oh, you better go now.
Reboots are not always a good idea, even when the original writers return. Perhaps they've moved on to other things, but quite often they just can't seem to recapture what made the original so good. Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister were comedy classics. They're still great today, giving us an insight into what goes on behind closed political doors. The reboot, on the other hand, just can't hold a candle to it. For a start, there's the casting. In the original Yes Prime Minister, Jim Hacker was a decent bloke who just wanted to do the right thing, but was constantly at risk of being hoodwinked by his scheming civil servant Humphrey. In the remake, David Haig plays Hacker as though he's still playing Inspector Grimm from The Thin Blue Line. Basically, he's loud, abrasive and irritating. The new Bernard, on the other hand, has more in common with Alan Bastard's sidekick in The New Statesman. Basically, he seems to be of the kind of intellect who thinks the first man on the moon was Louis Armstrong.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The only new successful casting decision was the new Sir Humphrey, but even then he seems to be a kind of, "Oh, I'm such a naughty man!"
He's a rascal! He's a bandit!
The other major problem is the storyline. Whereas the original series involved individual episodes with self-contained stories, this just seems to be one long story stretched across 6 episodes. It started off as a stage play, and perhaps someone should have told the actors involved that stage plays and TV shows are not the same thing. It's constantly going over the top, often descending into the realms of pantomime. Perhaps the remake should just be thought of as a failed experiment, which was thankfully abandoned after one series.